are some tips and tricks you can give me? I want to get into drifting and I want to build the car, but I don't know what to put on it. And one of the first answers I always give is just make sure it's rear-wheel drive and manual transmission. That's the basics that you need. Everybody goes on and they're like, okay, well, I want power. Well, that's cool, and I do too. I mean, that's why I'm putting a V8 in mine. However, one of the best things that was ever told to me was by Hooman Rahimi. He is actually a driver in Formula Drift Pro Spec. And when I met him, he was still Pro-Am. He was working on getting a pro license, things like that. And he asked me, what I want to do with drifting. I said, well, I'd like to have more power so I can get around the turns better, da-da-da. And he said, okay, well, let me ask you a question. I said, okay, go ahead. What's the question? He said, can you run this entire track without ever lifting off of the gas pedal or the accelerator? And to that, I was like, well, no. He's like, then why do you need more power? You're not even using the power you have now. And I'm not gonna lie, that is something that has set with me since I've started, which that was back in 2014, 15, something like that. And once I got back out on the track, I was determined, hey, I'm gonna run this entire layout without ever lifting, regardless if I spin, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I worked on that all day long. And as the day went on, I got better and better. And I realized that by staying in it, I was able to get the car to react differently. I wasn't having to be as reactive. It was more of a proactive thing. So I was able to get around the turns a lot easier. I was already sideways before the apex of the turn. So it's not like the car was just breaking loose in the middle of a turn and I was catching it. And along with that, I learned to transition by staying under throttle. I rarely lift. Honestly, if I lift, I tend to spin out during transitions, which is, I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but I mean, it works for me.